Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Вот он идет, бля.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Night Spirit. Xbox, ебать. И типа игра такая.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Андерсон, блядь. Дети. Рокеры, блядь.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
Ага. Похоже на правду, да?
We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug it had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
Бля, я думал, даже листок.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically. I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Driver's Island had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now, we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk. Hardman obviously loved his own voice. His words echoed madly inside my head. I dug my nails into the palms of my hands to stay focused.
Бля, два диалога охуительные, блядь. Жалко, конечно, что эту игру не озвучивали. Правильно.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wade is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video games.
Ooh, yes,
Trash, of course, but it does involve some small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding. Oh, hello. I've painted you. Okay. I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office. Yeah? He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better. Well, I guess I better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Come on, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up, you should continue.
My roses is killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm. I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark. Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer. Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah. Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm. The Anderson farm. Valhalla! We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message. Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain. Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows. That's not very rock and roll. Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch. She used us all, taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch. And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag. She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does. We're better off. This place, like, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god. Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lane. Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider. She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you? Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid. Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, god damn it. So tired. Built a farm close to the lake, a place of power. We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words.
That Bob falling through the air through the window hit that hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches of a concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia. Stitches, snitches, and narcs.
The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking at the wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
And now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion, they call it mullet time because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up, and the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too. Not scared of me and
Hey, wait! Why don't you human
The doors were
and
locked.
give the writing
Hardman
a
and the
shot?
nurses would have keys,
Typewriters in your
but there was no way to get
You
my
can get
hands
to your
on
room
them.
by those stairs, Wake.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think. There's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her and she's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true. Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key. Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk. The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wick, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance at getting out of here.
Скандинавские рок-н-ролльщики, ебать. Очнулись.
Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they? It's my store. I'm taking it. We're on a comeback tour, baby.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder. Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office room from Sinclair.
The backstage is all yours, Tom. Seize your destiny.
Еще ее вырубили, блядь.
Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Adult diapered asses for it. Since you're so tough, Birch.
Я его офис.
We were on the road, man. You think we haven't seen punks like you before? Mortal name.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Ёбаный ублюдок.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wick, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's into a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here. Even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Исака, блядь. Со своими тараканами в голове.
Hartman wasn't happy. Maud could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for, to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan. Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, I'm glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Ben gave me a real hard time. But I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up. But when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going. These were all the pages I had already. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot.
Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea.
Harley, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car. Oh, Al, let's just
Go! Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability in mind.
Ну теперь тебя сожрали нахуй. За твою же тупость. Ой, ебать. Валить надо.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. One moment, I had to find a way out.
Валить нахуй. Сучара, иди нахуй.
Get the possessed bookshelves out of my way. was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Want access to thousands of applications? Verizon Wireless has you covered. Check out the latest games. Discover new music and old favorites. Social networking, sports scores, news. It's all at your fingertips. No matter what you're into, Verizon Wireless can satisfy your never-ending appetite for apps. Check out VCast apps and pull up your phone.
But the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al. Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Лабиринты, бля.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Да иди нахуй. Помогай.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been riding, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
Ёп.
You get 2 pills in the morning and then you'll be nice and cold. You get 3 pills in the morning.
Наш.
You get 2 pills in the morning and then you'll be nice and cold. You get 3 pills in the morning. What seems to be that way we don't have control. You get 2 pills in
Так, ну давай попробуем. О, сдохни нахуй. Эйби. Ну да, пока не засветишь эту мразь, ничего ему не будет. Да, блядь. О, заебись.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin, If only Mudd actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Погоди, а кто такая Мод? Пизда это, наверное. Пошел нахуй. Бля. Ёбаная хуйня.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Ты какого хуя? Ну да. Друга поддерживает, как бы, по сути-то. У него один из лучших друзей. Так, где нычка это? Бары там.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose this second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Они летят, бляди. Ну да, это как бы... Это как бы все интерпретация его книги, которая не была еще написана. О, блядь, сука, чё у меня хуярит? Даю. Ага. Блять. А, у меня же есть, блядь. А ты весь.
Please tell me we're headed for the nearest. You're now leaving Great Falls. Come back soon.
Там, блядь, его.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a teddy bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
А как он его называл, блядь?
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry.
Al, I
No, listen, I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm area. I just need to find
О,
it.
бля. Приехали, блин.
God damn it, talk to me!
А, ну да, в записках как-то он говорил, блин.
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Заебись, без оружия еще остался. Блядь, Алан все время проебывает свою снарягу, блядь. Почему неудивительно?
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way! Man, what a drop! Don't worry, you're cut out of spine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah! Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, take it! Use a flare, Barry!
Демоны, бля.
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area! You can catch up! Don't worry about it! I'm on the case!
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Рэмбо. Да, они, получается, из Нью-Йорка откуда-то и этот вроде. Макс Пейн оттуда же. Сюжет уродом. Боже, вот еще одно. Совпадение, блин. Бля, опять. Ебанутые деревья. Ты тебя хочешь тут убить, сожрать? А чё? А, бля, иди нахуй. Не хочу. Ёбаная вагонетка. Отъебись, отъебись, отъебись. Тварь. Надо зажечь быстрей. Дайте мне фонарик, там хотя бы пистолет. Нихуя ничего нету, блядь. Полтергейсты ёбаный. Да, заебывают. Ачивку получил, блядь, с теми Собраться с паровым двигателем, блядь, от состава, блядь. Флешку кинул, блядь.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Ебаный полтергейсты, блядь. И не хочу, иди нахуй. Отъебись, отъебись, блядь. Блядь, опять значит. Сука. А, ну там ничего нет. Завалим. Нахуй, нахуй.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Что делать? А как включить свет? На хуйню крути. Где-то генератор должен быть. Наверху там.
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
Ну ладно. Напишу.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hands shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Этот хуй, знаешь, что же нас арестует? А тут что? Ничего нет. Блять.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Где, может, фонарик какой-нибудь? А, у фонарик есть. Спасибо, хоть фонарик нашел, блять. Бля, опять нахуй хуйня. Иди нахуй. У меня ничего нету. Как вас пиздить-то? Да ёп. Пизда, блядь. Ни пистолета не валялось, бля.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Да ёпта, хуй ты к нему прицепился.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Ай, нахуй иди, блядь. Пизда, блядь.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Ну да, думаю, только так. Давай, 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 давай. Ура, блядь. Обосрешься от такого адреналина, блядь. Будут с тобой, блядь, тени. Тени топоры летать, блядь. Давай это не дело, дайте мне хотя бы пистолет, ёбаный рот. Это вот слишком хардкорно. Эти уклонения, блядь. Мое почтение, блядь. Механика, блядь.
For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
О, что-то должно быть полезное. О, супер фонарик. Больше вмещается. Аккум. Конечно, заебись, блин, ну. Лучше какой-нибудь, блядь, из огнестрела было бы, блядь. Вместо этого убойного фонарика, блядь. Полезная пиздец, да. Чё он
The
там?
car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Туда-сюда ездит, блин. Что за хуйня?
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes. I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Ага. Аэро. Уже хоть что-то, блядь. Блять, опять эти капканы ебаные наставили. Сучата. О, ферма-то или что-то. Давай быстрее заводи нахуй.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
О, другой разговор.
Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Наконец-то, блядь. Оружие. Патрон, дробовик, блядь. Сейчас вы у меня, суки, запоете, блин. Блядь, чё пришел нахуй? И нахуй отсюда. Кондон, блядь. Эти капканы, блядь. Натыканы везде. Пошел нахуй, демон ебаный. Пошел нахуй. Демоны, бля! Только прутся. Блять, почти дошел до света. Хуеплеты ебаные. Отлично.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here?
Орёшь, блядь.
No! Danny, you're not! Please!
The front door was locked.
Don't! I'm sorry!
Ага-ха-ха-ха. Кого там дерут? О, патроны. Пойдем на разборки, бля. Что за хуйня?
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know. It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's some this bad guy who wrote this crap anyway.
А, видел. Пока, чувак.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way. Near escapes. Cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape to the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
Какого хера? Кто там нахуй лает?
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
Дэнни, блядь. Уени. Разнес всю хату, блядь. Бля, что за...
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Двухстволка, блядь. Хуй знает. Помповый он вроде как... У него больше в магазине. Вроде по мощности не хуже.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated, an emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
Навстречу поехали.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Флешка. Нормально. Этот попизже будет тачка. Чё за хуйня?
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning, at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
О, блять, появились, суки. Я их убил там. Ой. Пойду дробовик возьму обратно. Ебать, что тебя так уносит. 4 на 4 же. Против гор, против всей хуйни, а его он колбасит. Боже, мне, блядь. Не нахуй. Блять. Доехать-то. Эй, гандоны, бан. Пешком надо. Топать уже. Ебанутые, блядь. Плюхи ёбаные. Пошел нахер. Да пиздец тут. Каких только противников нету, блин. Экскаваторы, блядь, и карбураторы. Я ебу индейцы, блядь. О, нычка. Где-то тут. Да ну нахуй. Демоны, бля! Демоны, блядь! Скелетоны! Сука, демоны, блядь! Пустите там демоны, ёбаные! А. Сука, заебал. Сейчас будет, ударим рок.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Сейчас будет.
Run! They're coming! There's too many of them!
Ладно, бля! Я нахуй, блядь!
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Johnson. Shut up and shoot! This place is stuck! Hold on, I'll try to get the stage one time!
Опа! Вот это большой фонарь! Сука ёбаная.
Yes! Ow! Stay in the Oh no! Why do you keep doing this to me? Please, please, please!
Блять. Ах ты падла.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone.
We have to play them all! I can tell them from the fireworks from here at home!
Сука.
No! Why do you keep doing this to me? Barry, please, please, please! Please don't let me die! Oh my god! This is pretty much how I always wanted to go out! I can roll! Woo! How is this
Нахуй. Вообще, да.
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll
Охуенчик.
capital of America.
Помню, первый раз тоже проходил. Этот момент запомнился мне. С выступлением, блядь. Хорошо светит, блядь. Ага. Спасибо.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
Патрончики. Выступление что надо, да? Замутили тут.
Deputy Mulligan tuned Thornton's chatter out. He didn't think riders were particularly useful people, and a huge manhunt for one struck him as idiotic. Certainly not worth the missed opportunity for coffee and pie. It wasn't even clear what the man had done, except run from them at the trailer park. Mulligan knew he wasn't alone. The sheriff's patience with the Fed was running out.
Тор и Один тут прям подготовились, будь здоров. Было бы угарно, если бы еще эти два старичка были бы на сцене. Что не выкрикивали там свое. Ну да, как бы типа логично, что они... Кем Алан не виделся, потом эта темная сущность, блядь, их захватывала, ну... Видимо... Как-то по сюжету не стали их трогать.
See, bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secure.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
О, что-то там все же есть. Страница.
As the deputies hauled Wake and Wheeler away, Agent Nightingale eagerly examined the stack of papers Wake had been carrying. It was incomplete, a collection of random pages, but there was enough. He saw his own name in there, among others. His hand shook with emotion. Finally, it was proof. He'd been right all along.
I think Alan Wake here has something to say.
What's that, Al? Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'm sunk all day long. I'm always tense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Sleep. We all spend the following
night
dreams in
springs.
soft
Man,
images. Some
brings
of
back
dream
memories.
fantasy.
Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
In Night Springs. Tonight's episode. The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness Wither's getting ready. Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream, and the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys, and they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat... Yeah, precisely. So we wait until he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wait.
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram. It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.